Comfy Coach crew, welcome back to my Comfy Couch. It's me, Nikki. I'm chuckling already because, I'm doing this series on moral of the story is talking about guys that I've met during the summer for the last couple of weeks while I've been kind of free out here. And I'm a life coach, crisis counselor, just here trying to talk about what's going on in the dating field to help unite single men and women through honest conversations. So look, this guy. So I went to yet another Caribbean event, but this time it was a Haitian spot because I love compa. So I went to the spot where it's a restaurant slash place that they play compa music, right? So Haitian music because I love the music and I love to dance and I like the food too. So I went there one night and I was sitting, just went there by myself and I was sitting at a table eating, and this guy approached me and he was talking to me, asked me if he could sit with me for the night. And it was fun. Like, I had fun with the guy. Like, we were talking and, he took care of the food. We were dancing together. So he was my partner for the night. So now in conversation, I was like, okay, do you have a girlfriend? And he's like, oh, I'll have to tell you later. We can talk about it, we could talk about it another time, right? And he's like, let's just have fun tonight and we could talk about it. So I'm like, oh gosh, here we go with the red flag. And he did say that he had kids. He had 3 kids that were in Haiti and he was here. And so I'm already like, okay, here we go. Starting to add things up. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun tonight. He's my little company for tonight. And, in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's about it. So he got my number and everything. And the next day, out of curiosity, I just wanted to know what the fool had to say. I'm not gonna lie, because I know he was already an ex for me. Like, so I was curious. And I'm like, okay, what were you talking about? Like, what's up with this, why couldn't you say if you had a girlfriend or not? So he's like, oh, I have to tell you in person. Because mind you, this guy barely spoke any English. So he wanted us in person so we could do Google Translate, right? To try to understand what each other had to say. So I met him like just in a parking lot. I didn't want to have dinner with him or anything as he suggested. I was just on my way somewhere and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just meet you in this parking lot just to talk, because I didn't really want to invest time in this guy because I knew it wasn't gonna work out. So he tells me that so he's got these 3 kids again that are in Haiti. He is living with a woman that he is not with anymore, and they sleep on the same bed. But for the last couple of months, they haven't been engaged physically, and he's only staying there until she pays him the money that he helped her by giving her for this house that they're living in. Mind you, this woman is separated from her husband. So I need you to keep track of this story because it's a lot going on in this story. So remember, we got the 3 kids in Haiti. We got the lady that he's living in the house with and sleeping on the same bed with that is separated from her husband. Then he tells me that he's married to a woman for papers. So he's got the lady that he's married to for papers. And he's saying, this lady that I'm living with, I'm so stressed. I'm always so stressed. I was getting a headache every day. He's like, I went to the doctor and they told me that I have diabetes. Sir, why are you trying to holler at me? Are you kidding me? So not only do I have to worry about the fact that you have 3 kids, in a whole other country, I gotta worry about the lady that you live in with, that you are sleeping with but not sleeping with. Then I have to worry about this other lady who you're actually married to for papers, and you have the nerves to tell me you got these health issues going on top of that. Proceeds to tell me it's going to be challenging for me to find a guy that does not have somebody and how I should believe in him and all this type of stuff. Moral of the story is, listen, if you got all this going on, you don't need to be talking to nobody. And, is it wrong to question if somebody does have kids outside in another country and they are just with someone for papers. Because I'm from the Caribbean, so I understand the situations with the whole paper and all that. But I get really concerned because I'm thinking like, okay, you might have a whole chick in your other country with his children, and when you bring the children over, what's gonna happen to the mom? So I'm already thinking about that. And then I'm thinking too, the ages of the kids too, because I'm thinking, me, if I'm gonna take on somebody's kids, that's 3 additional people now that I have to love like they're my own kids. And if they are on the younger side, I'm gonna have to help with pick up, drop off to school, all this extra stuff. And it's like, is it wrong for a woman to say like, look, I don't want to be dealing with all this, dude? You got a lot going on. So man, I just cannot believe this guy had the audacity to try to talk to someone with all this going on. It's insane. It's like, Lord, is this what I have to deal with? And I'm speaking to a lot of single women, and they all have like really, like, their stories are like, oh my God, like, is this the pool we have to deal with? Like, is this what we have to deal with to be with a guy? This is insane. So yeah, do again, if y'all don't have it together, y'all have all this going on, wait till you get it in order before you try to talk to somebody. And you got all this going on, just pick one and ride with her. Don't be trying to put me on a roster. Like, ladies, y'all be safe out there. And I do want y'all to chime in. Like, what do you guys think about this whole papers thing? What do you think about kids, overseas? What do you think about just all the foolishness that's going on in the world today? And oh my goodness, I'm gonna keep this series going though. I'm gonna tell you, I got maybe 3 more stories for y'all. I'm gonna keep this going because, man, it's just insane. Thank you guys for listening. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time on my Comfy Couch.